Carl and Damon here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhbl.com for short, and it's They Made What into a TV series, episode 3 of the Rayman animated series, High Anxiety, the penultimate episode already, can you believe? This aired the 3rd of January 2000, so shortly after New Year's in the year 2000. And we continue on from where we left off, apparently, which is what I thought we were doing, but we will see that's not quite the case, as Rayman and his friends are on the upper floor of Inspector Grubb's house unknowingly. Again, I thought it was his house.
Yep.
Throwing a dart at a picture of the gang, it's clear that catching them is now an obsession for Grubb. And immediately I was like, did I miss her? Did like a month go by?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? I understand being frustrated about the car, but maybe like say 1 month later.
Yeah, so it does get that impression like we missed something.
Like, as if like they were supposed to, like, the thing is there isn't any other episodes in between these, but it feels like a time jump. And the noise he's making below is annoying Cookie, who has a bad headache and complaining non-stop, much to the frustration of Bettina. I feel like here as well, I then noticed we were missing something, and I was like, oh, did they know they were in Grubb's house? See, as I was writing my notes, I was getting really confused about things. Because they reference the person downstairs. Even if they don't know it's Grubb, they know they're in someone else's house, right? It's very confusing, but I actually went back and rewrote this part. The next episode will make it clear.
Yeah.
It's not that this episode won't make it clear. It's episode 4 makes it clear. This is apartments. They're in an apartment above Grubb's apartment.
Yep.
Wow. Good job of making that bloody clear, idiots.
Yeah.
Cookie continues to complain as Rayman suggests he goes to a doctor, which Cookie doesn't want to as he doesn't trust doctors. He is convinced to go by Bettina though, and we see them driving off in a taxi that Bettina is driving. Apparently she's got a job as a taxi driver. And I was like, whoa, what the hell did we miss?
Yeah, so we definitely missed something, yeah.
Right, well, we haven't. That's the thing, we actually haven't.
Yeah.
But, fine. You don't want to do an episode where Bettina becomes a taxi driver. I get all of that. Start the episode with 1 month later.
Yeah.
So, like that. But also, if they're wanted criminals, how did Bettina get a job? I know I'm overthinking it, but good God.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
At the doctor's, Cookie is put through some amusing tests by the doctor, who concludes that it's all in his head. However, this causes the doctor to suspect that Cookie is insane and must be committed. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Not only the test funny, it's the doctor, the voice, and just basically, it's all in your head, which means you must be insane. I like that.
Yeah, it's good. I actually quite like it. This is my favourite episode, though.
Yeah, I think this is where it shows the show could have been good long term, because what it could have been was wacky, but imaginative as well. Cookie is immediately sent to a cell in the basement where he meets his cellmates. One of them, which is an older woman, who seems to be quite nice. Unfortunately, he quickly finds out that she has split personality, and the other personality is quite mean. She's quite funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
And this episode would weirdly do a thing with this woman of giving it more depth and nuances than it needs to. In the waiting room, Rayman and the others talk about how to spring Cookie out of the asylum. However, the discussions are interrupted by the arrival of Grubb. They manage to hide, but worry that if he sees Cookie, it's going to be all over. Grubb heads into the hospital, and Rayman comes up with the idea of pretending to be Grubb's children to get inside. As they wander the halls, they keep checking the wrong cells and finding a lot of wacky and disturbed characters.
I mean, when I saw Grubb come in, I thought, oh, that's so bloody convenient.
There's a really good reason he's there, isn't it?
Exactly.
There is.
Great reason, yeah.
Yeah, there really, really is. And I did quite like the opening of the cells and meeting the different people. Meanwhile, Grubb arrives at Cookie's room to visit the old lady who turns out to be his mother. And it's like, oh, wow. Well done, you show. Rayman and the others arrive just as Grubb finally recognises Cookie and grabs him. They're able to get away though as Grubb's mother hits him for his bad behaviour. Grubb chases them through the halls, we even get a Scooby-Doo bit here, you know, in the doors, out the doors, that kind of thing. But they're eventually able to find the exit thanks to help from Grubb's mother. Grubb is then grabbed by 2 orderlies who mistake him for a similar looking patient who escaped earlier on. He is thrown into the patient's cell while protesting that he is a detective. The episode ends with Grubb sitting sadly in his cell as his mother visits him. And in the taxi, Cookie makes a joke about his back hurting him now. That kind of thing. Yeah, this is a strong one.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
I love the fact that they utilise Grubb's mother in a clever little way here, but also deal with a heavy subject that she might be suffering from dementia or like mental illness to a certain degree, but then still keep it light and comedic and so on.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Strong episode, yeah.
I did. I like the resolution. It does annoy me that it feels like, you know, we missed detail here.
I think one of the biggest positives is that it's such a breath of fresh air from Viva Pinata. I think that's quite decent.
I wouldn't call this good, but I wouldn't call this bad either.
No, it's on the higher end of like a 6, you know. So
yeah, there we go. That is episode 3, High Anxiety of the Rayman animated series. Got any thoughts? Need to know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.